This is He Knows the Sport, bringing you that heat and that fire. All right, y'all. Y'all gotta listen, man. Listen and listen. We're gonna add injury to insult here. Because He Knows the Sport keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. We keeps the foot on the what? On the necks. Tyson Fury is a fighter that is mentally shot. Let me explain when I say mentally shot. You guys have to understand. See, people are like, well, He knows the sport. Why are you pointing out his inept ways of him telling you about his sexual life? Well, this is fighting. You guys have to understand what combat sport is all about. It's all about masculinity and being animalistic as you know what. Let me say it again. It's all about masculinity and being animalistic as you know what. Well, when you're depleting yourself, how is that masculine? How is that animalistic? Especially when you're doing an over depletion. There is 7 times a day. This is a guy that's suffering from what we call mental lapse, gypsy king idisms. Let me call that again. Mental lapse, gypsy king idisms. That's the diagnosis that I'm giving this guy. And you want to know why? Because he is constantly thinking about the post-traumatic stress disorder that he's suffering from the fact that he's going to have to fight Deontay Wilder. And the closer it gets, the more he's going to whack off. The closer it gets, the more he's going to jack off. The closer it gets, the more self-love he's going to engage in. And you want to know why? It's his way to cope. This is a guy that's crying out for help, that's letting you know he has a fundamental mental problem. It's called over-masturbation. Look it up. You'll see what I'm talking about. When people engage into over-masturbation issues, not only does it cause physical side effects, but it's prevalent that it's connected with mental side effects. Tyson Fury is crying out for help and y'all don't even see it. Deontay Wilder knows that this guy is a nervous cat that's backed up in a corner, ready to get knocked out. Have you ever seen a cat in a corner getting chased down by a dog? You know that dog has not got time to play. That cat's been making that dog chase the whole damn time. And now that dog has that cat backed up in a corner. What you think is going to happen to that cat? That's Tyson Fury, man. You could keep running your mouth. You could keep giving this false sense of illusion that you have it together. But in all instances, Tyson Fury doesn't have it together. The man is crying out for help. This is a guy who's a coke fiend. That already within itself was a cry for help. This is a guy whose boxing resume does not hold nothing but a can of paint of jack off after jack off after jack off. He's not a real lineal champion. Beating an old, washed up Vladimir Klitschko does not give you credibility. Getting exposed by Otto Wallin, who's been robbed, by the way, does not give you credibility. Beating a number 46 ranked Tom Schwartz does not give you credibility. If you look at Tyson Fury, he's been fighting a bunch of bums, tomato cans, and low-level competition. This is what his career has been based on. And then on top of that, he has mental issues. He left the sport. He left belts, by the way, so that he can go engage into his mental dichosis issues. This is the dude that we're talking about here. But yet you guys want to ignore all of this stuff and act like it's not going to translate into the boxing ring. If you're not right up here, how are you going to be right here, man? Let me say it again. If you're not right here, how can you be right here? Are you classic dolts and troglodytes, Rudy Poo and Plum Brains, ultra fanboys with the ultra fanboy rhetoric don't get this? He's showcasing to you anxiety. He's showcasing to you depression. He's showcasing to you so many forms of mental disorders. And you know why? It's because he's recurring in his mind the 3 car crashes that he experienced at the sake of the first fight against Deontay Wilder. I told you the first knockdown was equivalent to 1 car crash. Then he had the technical knockout, which took him 14.06 seconds to get up, which that was supposedly his Undertaker moment. And having 3 car crashes in one fight, that's enough to make your brain become brain full of mush and brainwash. Trust me, if you go and look in Tyson Fury's head, it's beat down to a pulp of dodo headisms. Let me say it again. It's beat down to a pulp of dodo headisms. Getting hit by the sledgehammer of a Deontay Wilder, not even right variation, we're talking about left, is enough to cause brain damage times infinity. This is what Tyson Fury is suffering from when he tells you that he's masturbating 7 times. What fighter out of their right mind depletes themselves when you need to have all of your man juice in you going into a fight? This is cardinal boxing rule, to keep yourself preserved and keep all your man juice intact, because it makes your legs weak. I mean, what am I saying here that's not stating the most common sense and the most obvious here? But what you guys are not seeing is that Deontay Wilder has already won the battle before he stepped into the war. Tyson Fury is petrified of Deontay Wilder. And come February 26th, you guys are going to see a full culmination of events. Mark my words. Because Deontay Wilder is going to get him out of there in quicker fashion. You heard Deontay Wilder's most recent interview. He said Tyson Fury is nervous because he knows what's coming to him. Deontay Wilder is going to violently, emphatically, and damn near in an animated fashion knock the hell out of Tyson Fury. And when he does this, it's going to be probably the greatest knockout reel in his boxing career. I'm telling you guys this right now. I'm predicting this thing in Prediction King fashion. I don't see Tyson Fury standing in that ring nowhere near 7 to 9 rounds KO stoppage. That's what it's going to be. It's going to be a one-sided beatdown affair. Because, like, again, when your training habits is self-love, the cockamamie best form of love, something is wrong with that picture. This is why Paris Fury was like, don't step into the ring with this guy. If Tyson Fury was smart, he would have just said, F this boxing stuff. I'm just going to do WWE for the rest of my boxing career. I don't care what you fight fans say. If I was in Tyson Fury's position, that's what I would have done. Because now I have to go through a 4th car crash with Deontay Wilder. And in this 4th car crash, I don't know if I'm going to make it out. Come on, man. Y'all got to start seeing the truth for what it is. Deontay Wilder's knocking this dude. He's knocking this dude out. The question is Anthony Joshua going to be even more afraid than what he already is when he sees that Deontay Wilder knocks out Tyson Fury? That's going to be the underlying question. This is He Knows the Sport. Checking out.